Welcome to Duality Tarot. My name is TJ. Today's video is for you, Capricorn. This is for week 49 of 2022. That is the first full week and second week into December. So what I'm going to do for you today is a general love reading. And we are going to do a basic spread for you to kind of get a good idea of what's going to go on in week 49. With this lovely deck here, if any of the meaning on there doesn't quite make as much sense as I need it to, I do have a second deck here to clarify any meanings. Also, please be sure to watch the video for December, the monthly overview with my wife Destiny and myself, to get a good outlook as to the whole thing, what to look out for, what's going to happen, what's going to not happen, to give you the best possible insight into what's coming into the end of the year. So, yapping aside, let's go ahead and get this party started. So, Capricorn, for week 49, what do we have to look forward to? Be it good or bad? What is going on in week 49? Give it one more. What is going on in week 49? Star, the Emperor, and the King of Wands. All right. Interesting. So, starting out, we have the Star. The Star is healing from past relationships. It's trusting in yourself. It's the past being behind you. And then we have the Emperor. The Emperor is power, very masculine, bold moves. He is the father of the whole thing. He is the man, the power and authority. And then you have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is power, authority, and loyalty. Kind of going off of what we got here. Authority seems to be a pretty big message for week 49 for you, Capricorn. But I'm really curious as to what is this? What is the Star telling us? I'm going to clarify that one. What is the Star trying to tell us here? What is... I guess that one is meant to be. So, sometimes when I do this, something's really wanting to jump out at me. So, the first card that I got here, the first message for you, and to put it in perspective, once again, the Star is moving on from a past relationship, moving on from prior problems. It's trusting in yourself. Is death. Death is transformation of a relationship in a very unexpected way. It is the end of something, but keep in mind, when something ends, something begins too. A lot of times death gets a bad rep, but even in the card, the sun's rising. A new thing is going to begin. Then you have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is new ideas in general. It's ideas born of truth, though. It's things that are real, things that are tangible, something that, you can really fall back on logic. I like to think of this as you've done your research. Now it's time, to act on that research, those new ideas. That's my interpretation of that. And then you have the Five of Cups, which is grief and disappointment. What I'm seeing here, something is going to end. What is ending is a new idea that has been causing grief, a new plan, something that just isn't working is going to end. There has been a new idea. There's something probably last week or maybe last month, pardon me, that is really not panning out. Sometimes new ideas don't pan out. It might be one of those things where you have a car, just as an example. I know this is about a relationship, but this is probably the easiest way I could think of, is if you have a car that started having mechanical problems. First thing you do is you start putting money into it. But at what point do you stop putting money into that car? At what point does your $6,000 vehicle, do you spend an additional $6,000 repairing it? Or do you finally give in and realize that you just spent $12,000 on a car that is now constantly breaking down? That can be interpreted into a relationship however you want. But sometimes relationships start having mechanical problems too. Be it physical problems, be it emotional problems. Sometimes things end. And what I'm seeing here is this grief and disappointment is really what's making me believe that whatever this new idea is ending. Whatever this new idea is, whatever this thing is, it's legitimately bringing you grief. If it's a new job, if it's something new, a new phase of the relationship, maybe you've been trying something new, extravagant gifts or something. Whatever this big new bold thing is, it's gonna end. It's done. Whatever it is, it's done. And this week is going to, you have two things here screaming at you. Authority, taking control is what's going on. I'm kind of thinking that this relationship's getting kind of out of hand. Maybe there's been a lot of frivolous spending on things like gifts, showering in gifts. Maybe there's a lot of opportunities wasted, a lot of things that should be going on that's not. And this needs to be the stop of it. Like, this is the stop of it. Nice. This is to be the end of it. Whatever this new mentality is from, pretty sure your partner, this is the time to put your foot down. If they're causing problems, if this is some kind of shitty spending spree, not really, or maybe it's a new storytelling between the two of you, a new type of. It's so hard to describe exactly. When you have a lot of truth and authority, it can get muddied up because somebody wants to be right. That means somebody has to be wrong. There's no both can be right, and this is going to be cutting to the truth of whatever that is, but it's going to require somebody's going to be putting their foot down, be it for better or worse. That remains to be seen, but it is something that is going to occur. There is a lot of demanding, a lot of powerful authority emotion that's going to take place. Yeah, there's some change coming in this week. In week 49, there is some change coming. So in regards to this week, what is something to keep in mind? What is something to keep in mind going into this in relation to week 49? What is something to keep in your mind? Five of Wands, which is overwhelmed, drama, promiscuity. Be prepared. Keep the knowledge that there is going to be drama in the forefront of your mind. Keep it, like, understand that whatever this is that's ending, whatever this overwhelming thing is, it's not going to just, turn off, because there's a lot of authority, there's a lot of masculine power going into it. Keep in mind the overwhelming burden of overwhelming masculinity. If you are not the masculine one in the relationship, it can feel very overwhelming when somebody is forcefully telling you what to do, how to think, how to act, what, in general. And that can and always does cause drama in a relationship. Keep this at your forefront of your mind. Don't fall prey to it. It's going to be hard not to. It's easy to say, harder to do. We all know that. So, with that said, leave a comment below. Let me know if this resonates with you. Like and subscribe. And with that said, I will see you week 50.